So hello everybody, here we are with another TFT Earthworm podcast. I'm Scott Poynton and we're in an interesting place today. We are near Lausanne in Switzerland in a small village with Pierre Fonjallaz. And Pierre is a vigneron, a winemaker. And what's interesting about what Pierre does is he's a biodynamic winemaker, organic and biodynamic. How are you, Pierre?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
So we're here today in Pierre's lovely house and in his vineyard. And tell us a bit about yourself, mate. Tell us just a little bit about your story and how you came to be here as a vigneron, growing wine, and on what was your father's property, I think, from long ago.
Yes, so it's a family business, this vineyard. My father, he worked here for 40 years. I was working with my father for 8-9 years, and I took back in 2000 the vineyard. And for 5 years now, I started to be more and more sensitive about the organic way, and to be questioned about durability, all these things. I was probably sensitive for a very long time. But it started a little bit more intensely 5 years ago.
Was there anything that prompted you to look at it more intensely? As you say, you were already oriented in that way, but you were making a traditional vineyard here, a normal approach, and suddenly you've been interested in this new way of thinking. What prompted you?
It's difficult to say. I don't know. I remark now when I think, for example, when I came in 92, the normal way was to put fertilizer. I did this 1 year in 92 and I stopped. So now, after the time, I remarked that I had this sensibility. I was careful about what I was doing, but I didn't know so much. And it came like this. And after this question about durability, it was more like, okay, we work in a way, but if we would still work in the same way 1,000 years later, would it go? The answer was no. Couldn't be possible. So it started like this, in fact. It was not 1,000, it was 5,000 in my head,
You were looking long term.
Yeah. I mean, something balanced. You can work forever in this way. You respect what is around. And the answer was no. So in this reflection, little by little, I also, it was like an open word for me, and a lot of questions and a few answers. So it means I started studies, brevet fédéral in Switzerland, about environment, nature and environment. It gives me a way of thinking about these things. In this process came the biodynamic way of working. So I started very fast with biodynamic. With dry plants, smell, and it's more natural way. It's closer from the soil. And
it's more a philosophy, isn't it, biodynamic? I mean, organic is a way of working, but biodynamic is really a philosophy of how you interact with the soil and the plants, how the soil and the plants interact with each other, and what your role is in that approach.
Yeah, but I have to say that when I started, I was thinking like I learned how to cut the grass, how to make these treatments. So it started this way, but it changed me. From the acting, the way of seeing things, and it became, I would say, the spiritual way that is already on this philosophy. It came in my life and in myself.
So it actually changed you?
Yes, totally. What I see, it's different than what I was seeing before. It's especially this respect that we develop with the biodynamic about everything is living around. It can be the plants between the line of the vineyard, can be the animals living here, the soil itself. It's a living part of what we work. It's not really like this in the traditional way. I would say you outside you go closer from what is alive. I call this boomerang way. You receive the same, on the same level that you get closer from what is alive inside myself.
Yourself.
Yeah, it's something a little bit parallel. So it changed.
It's really actually a very much more spiritual approach to working, to your life, in fact. It's not just about working, it's about how you live.
Yes. Sometimes when I explain this, I say what happened is, I didn't remark this before, but in fact I was living in this framework, inside something pretty close. It was full of what I learned at school, what my father said, what we hear around, and I made this step from this close life in something open, what is alive. It's no end. It's really, it's kind of freedom. It's also, it's different. When I started with this movement, I said, it's not possible to live like this. I have to make choice now. This direction or this direction, new frame, Right. And in fact, I have the impression I did this step. So all my body, all my spirit doesn't want to go in another one now. I want to stay in the open world, So this is a little bit this, for me, the direction of the spirituality. It's to be, not to live anymore in closed thinking, to have the impression to know what is good, not good, what you have to do or not, but in something alive. You create what you want to do every second, every day.
You said before you were strongly influenced by Fukuoka and the One Straw Revolution, and when you're describing this way of open living, it reminds me of his book and his way.
Yes, what bring these readings for me, it's mainly in the agriculture way, the idea of what is smart. It's not especially what we believe we know about how we work in agriculture, but the nature itself. The observation gives the smartness of the nature is really more than we can never imagine. And the other part of this philosophy is more when you want to do something, it is really necessary to do something or to let it do. And
let it do it itself.
Yeah, let it do itself. And the answer, you find it also with Steiner. He said, when it's not necessary, it's very better not to do it, because the thing's going by itself. And when you have to do something, you have to put all your energy and your smartness to do as best as possible.
And how is this translating into your day-to-day life when you go out into the vineyard, and how are you working with the plants and allowing biodiversity to come in, not spraying everything, not killing everything that is not a grapevine? How does this manifest itself in your day? A lot of observation, I think. You're looking, you're constantly got your eyes and your mind open to what's actually happening out there.
Yes, it's the main tool, I wouldn't say. But it appears now, little by little, because it's not my culture, the feelings, to act a little bit less with the brain, and a little bit more about what comes, without so much thinking, the relation, and in fact, I would say it's maybe to get in my life, in a little bit more in this smartness of the nature itself, of the universe, I would say. But I go small by small, it's by step. I start to feel this, I start to realize that maybe the best way of acting is to respect the intuition or something like this, intuition, than so much to think about the system, what I should do, and something like this. let go. But you cannot at the beginning. You cannot act only with this. It's step by step. But it appears in my life. Yeah,
it appears in your life, and so we talked earlier about your jacuzzi analogy. I liked it very much, where you talked about the old world. And it's true that more and more people are getting the sense that old way of working is perhaps needing to be changed. But the new way of working perhaps hasn't emerged yet in people's mind. And so there's lots of bubbles of ideas and experiments happening. And you look at your work here as an experiment, and one of those bubbles bubbling away in the jacuzzi.
Yes, I said this. Yes, and I find it nice experience to try something. To try to be free, not to think, not to put myself in a way it's the right way or something like this, but to go in the direction it comes and to participate about this, all this moving. And I think here in this table, about every week I have a speaking with somebody trying to do something, thinking another way about something. So it is happening now, this is changing. There is, for example, the social relation between the worker here and the farm, and it's to be the boss, and all this, it happens. But of course, I'm part of these different words. So sometimes part of myself with thinking, expressing myself, old word also, new word. It's nothing fixed, I would say.
Yeah, and you think more and more people are going down this path now. I mean, you mentioned here that you have a few fellow vignerons who are jumping into this new way of working as well, in the biodynamic way. But you also mentioned that more and more farmers are moving away from this use of pesticides, for example. Do you feel that people are looking for something new?
Yes, it happens. It's clear pretty fast now.
When you started, was there resistance? Were people, well, what's he doing, that crazy guy?
Yes, but it's a relationship with myself also. But it's true that when I started, I said to myself, I have to be ready to be alone against everybody. But it's not really what happened. But it's still, you have remarks, but it's easy, I think, now. It's just, small things. It's difficult now in our world here in Switzerland to say that I'm against ecology or durability or reflection about this direction to care about the planet. You cannot anymore. But 20 years ago it was like this, yeah.
And you mentioned also the Swiss government policy of really encouraging people down this path now. So we're getting a sense here in Switzerland that there's a more open thinking around these ideas.
Yes, clearly it is now. There is also movement against, initiative. We have new initiative. Farmers starting to say now we want not caring about landscape, but we are born to produce. So you have different movement. So it's not so clear what will happen. But now the direction is more to respect the biodiversity, to go in this direction, less input. All this direction from sustainable durability.
Where do you think you're going to be in 10 years' time or 20 years' time? You're not an old man. You've still got maybe 50 more years at least of farming and experience here. Where do you think you'll be in 50 years' time?
Yeah, it's a question that I shouldn't answer because we never know. Who knows? But in fact, I would say that I hope I will be in somewhere else than in my vineyard. Because I start to feel this movement where a lot of people are saying it's interesting what I do. But I realize that it's my project, it's my propriety, and it's my word. I have a little bit the impression to turn around myself, even it's interesting in this way, in this direction. And I would appreciate to put my energy, my capacity to something is outside my word. So I hope I can do something also in this direction. It's not my project, but participate to the project in the world, I hope it will happen.
Yeah, this more global spread of this thinking, perhaps, and you'll have a voice in that somewhere along the way because of your experience.
I think, yes, what I did can be useful, but it's also to be lighter. It's also a little bit egoist thinking, because it's heavy, the sickness in the vineyard every year, the economy of the stuff, it's not so simple. It's a weight. It's not only a pleasure. So I will appreciate to be lighter and to give my competence, my capacity to outside myself.
Very good. Shall we go and have a look in the vineyard, and you can talk us through some of the things that you're doing? That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
And we did have a fine glass of the wine too, and I must say it's very nice. So we should encourage people to give it a try as well. Let's go and have a look. So here we're coming out into the vineyard. So Pierre, in the rain, tell us what we're seeing, mate. There's a lot of grass here. In a traditional vineyard, this grass wouldn't be here, I imagine. Is that right? In a more traditional vineyard, all of the grass that you've got growing here wouldn't be seen?
Yes, it's really not traditional. Normally you keep the grass down, so you cut it and you put, how do you call this, désherbant? Désherbant under the line. Or mechanic work, but not here in Lavaux, because it's terraces, so it's more chemical normally.
Normally chemical.
Here we have big grass here in the springtime, because the choice is to cut only once a year, and we let it come very up in the springtime, and we cut about the beginning of June.
Okay.
After the growing power of springtime, I would say. So we leave the plants to make the circle, to get to the seeds.
Right.
I would say.
To go through their normal cycle.
Yeah.
And so you talked a lot about the energy of the plants and the soil. Just share us your thoughts on that a bit.
Yeah, it's a mystery a little bit, the soil, but the intention is to regenerate the soil, that it was not really well treated for many time.
For a long time in the past.
Probably, in my reflection, 100 to 150 years from now. So it's the first phase is regeneration, and my choice is to let the nature doing it. It's why I cut a few, only once a year, and no weight on the soil, also especially when it's wet. So we work by hand. Yeah, it's a choice, but it's not the truth. It's just a reflection.
You're just seeing what's going to happen. It's an experiment, right?
Yeah.
You feel it's the right way to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's for me, it's a way to use smartness of nature, to let the plant. And I've seen, the plants that comes in indication about what is going in there. I've seen in my observations that it's incredible. It's the plants are changing. The botanic species are changing with the evolution of the soil, and of course we can make our own reflection about this. It's not well, but I let my time coming with this choice, and if really our observation, we have analyses about the evolution of the soil, will not go in the right direction, we will change of way of working, that's sure.
Yeah, but right now you feel this is worth the go, and you're just giving it a try to see what happens.
Yes, I will maintain this way, because I don't see this anywhere else. And even in biodynamic, sometimes I read that we cannot make good wine with this way of working. So So yeah, I believe it's possible. So I don't know. I will try and follow.
You feel
this.
it?
Yeah, like
Well-
you're feeling.
Well, the wine we had before wasn't too bad.
Yes, I'm happy now because we say when you make this changing, sometimes the plants makes difficult wine in the beginning, and it's come better and better, but with the time. And I don't have so much this. Customers are happy about already what I produce, and I have all the chance that it will get better and better with amelioration,
As the soil sort of heals
evolution,
itself.
nice evolution of the soil. Yeah. It's like you can compare about what your body can become with the best, more adapted
food.
alimentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It smells like honey with these flowers here. It's very nice if
Yeah,
you smell it.
I could see the mint there too.
Yeah,
Lovely
mint,
grind.
citronnelle.
The citronelle, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we have a lot of biodiversity, but this year it's a lot of graminées, this kind of plants.
The grass coming up. You got clover
And,
here.
Probably it's influenced by the sécheresse, comment on dit, dryness.
It's been dry. Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
So
It was very dry last year,
yeah,
wasn't it?
it's why it's a little bit different this year
Yeah.
in this springtime.
How many years have you been experimenting and exploring this way?
So the first time it was not all pieces. I stopped with the chemical disturbance.
This chemical, yeah. Herbicide.
Herbicide, yes, excuse me. It's about 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
And I stopped all herbicide in 2011.
Okay. And you've seen this evolution in the grasses and the different species coming up. So you feel your knowledge and your understanding of what's happening on this piece of land is really growing each year by year as you see different things emerging?
I would say it's the opposite. I thought I know something before, and now I realize that I don't know anything.
Right, indeed.
But it's my choice, and like with a feeling, but it's less thinking about this.
It's a mystery.
It's true. It's more going in life. It's big, it's huge, and probably it's many way of doing well besides this choice. The intention is it's important for me. What I realize
Where
with
you
the
come
time.
from.
Where
it starts from, where it starts from.
About what you do in life. You want what? Plants to get maximum of fruit to make production and money or something like this, or you want happy plants with a soil in well. You put intention, and after solution is coming by itself.
Yeah.
It's a little bit a changing of value, I would say.
I think it's a big change in value.
Yeah.
It's a dramatically different way of approaching life.
We're not interested about getting so much things, but to find a system where you feel well, what is around you is respected, is the people living with you, even your relationship with the customers, all these things. Something a little bit nicer, I hope.
I feel it. That's why we're here. Exactly that. We feel it.
Yeah.
Daniel felt it and said, you have to come. You have to come and meet Pierre.
But I don't live this every day, of course. It's also stress. The plants are well.
They look well. I'm no expert, but they look healthy.
Ici, tu vois, on peut voir pas mal de différences. If you look the neighbor.
Yeah. Quite a big difference.
Yeah. Can be, the first question I hear always from the people when I speak like this, what about the neighbor, the influence? But if you look here, on the side of the field, it's incredible. It's different on the right and on the left. Nature is nice, and ways without pesticide, without chemical, and right on the left is different.
Completely different.
So we can work in this way with a neighbor working in another way. It's not so much a problem for nature. The response of nature is incredible, really incredible. I even have the impression that I wouldn't say it, but it responds very from the intention. I want to do well, respect the soil and the living things, and it's coming really fast. Maybe it's one of my most important fascination. Will you say this?
Yes.
That we were bad for a long time. Destroy all the plants. You change, and the response is positive
And rapid, very quick.
and rapid. It's incredible. I don't know. Nature is very generous, really,
And resilient.
and resilient.
What are these? Is this cereal growing here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of? Do you know what it is?
Yes, it's brome here. A lot of brome this year. Brome, yeah. There is different kind, hein?
Yeah.
But là, c'est beaucoup du brome. Là, c'est différent, hein? I'm sorry, but the graminées, all this, the grass is a big family, and it's not the easiest to know. So I don't know so much about this. But you have different kind here. Donc, en fait, le travail qu'on fait maintenant, si vous voyez beaucoup, you see a lot of like this. So we protect a little bit the plants with your feet. So we make like this to let the young, comment dire, jeunes pousses,
Oui, the young shoots.
young shoots from the vineyard a little bit out from the big plants. We have to, we do this by the feet,
Just by moving the grass away.
yeah, to help.
Mm-hmm. Not a bad spot you have here, looking out over the lake.
It's beautiful. Look.
Everywhere you work here, it's beautiful. The landscape is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really the magic mixing between the terraces vineyard, the lake and the mountain.
It's a beautiful Swiss experience, I think.
Look at the lake. It's silvery now.
And it's here it's especially moving, the lights, the
All the
colors,
time. It's all the time
all
different.
the time different. It's every day different.
So you've got 2 hectares of vineyards here,
Yeah.
and you have to be up here. You say you don't come up here every day yourself, but every day someone's up here doing some work, or
In the vineyard, yes, is a lot of work, especially between April and and August. It's a growing period.
yes,
After we let it come in maturity during from the middle of August to the harvest. It's, generally end of September, beginning of October.
and you're putting the biodynamic treatments on during that process, or you just let it grow during that process.
Not so much.
Not so much.
It
Yeah.
depends also from the climate.
Mm-hmm. It seems to me, in a way, to be honest with you, that you're going not just beyond organic to biodynamic, but you're also going beyond biodynamic, is my sense of what you're doing up here. You're using biodynamic principles, in a way,
Yeah.
but you're even going beyond that in the way you're really to something deeper, perhaps, a more connection with letting the land do what it will do. Biodynamic is also like that, but it seems to me that I don't want to use the word prescription. You have to do this, you have to do that. But it seems to me you're really feeling the land here. You're feeling it, and you're letting the land influence you about what you do here.
Yes, but you find this in the biodynamic principle already.
Okay.
You call this personalization.
Okay.
It's really, biodynamic. When I spoke to you about the live side, to respect live in you, in outside, it's really open. It's okay. You have principle, but it stay open. It's how you work now in biodynamic. It's not the same than 50 years ago. It's still open. Everybody can make his part to this and write somewhere and share, and it's it's really open.
Okay. So are there communities of biodynamic growers sharing ideas and thoughts together?
Yeah, maybe sometimes you can have communities they stay a little bit together, but it's not necessary. I don't want to do. I'm still participate to my old way of working. Like when I was using chemicals, because I did this for 20 years, and okay, everybody can go ahead. It's not. I don't want to make borders in my reflection.
Right. There's no sharp lines.
It's an evolution. Yeah. And everybody go. I mean, all the agriculture way here go in this direction. Step by step.
Step by step. Slow in some places, but faster in others.
Yeah, but we talk about this story. Sometimes we have the impression that to do things in the organic way will make the evolution. But what I remarked this last day, it was the accident from the bad chemical products make acceleration to the organic direction. So, it's incredible. Going fast from this problem of moon privilege, this product from Bayer here in this area, also in Genève, all the area. Genève is half of the vineyard, all the vineyard from Genève, coming to, I would say, without synthetic products in the work in wine.
Half of the vineyards.
Directly from a year to another.
Wow, quite amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So it's really a fast trend.
From this problem.
Very interesting.
But it's interesting about the humanity, because a lot of people want to say, yeah, it's very good what you do, and your project. People would like to hear, yes, it's great, I am in a nice place, it's interesting things, but it's just, I'm part of something. I didn't invent anything, I just participate.
It's a different spirit.
Yes, to be a little bit more open, to respect more, I said. And sometimes I like to say this, but I have a little bit the impression that it's bad that in French and probably in English too, we don't have a lot of word for this. But I would say the living language is love. And love, maybe not the one, you find in the cereals or something, but this unlimited energy going in the direction of life. And if you get in this thing, this love, it's changing really things. You don't look for so much for yourself or for getting more, but more to feel that you're part of something. And the word become huger. When I speak like this, it makes me a little bit, I don't know, vibration in my head.
Feels good.
But it's feel good, and it's more a feeling from space, dimension of space. When you look for yourself, it's very small. If you feel like to be inside something in life, it's huge. You're just part of something. You're not in the origin from anything. You're just inside something. It's another feeling.
I think it's a great feeling, isn't it? It's something where you really feel you're not. It's not drifting, but it's also you're there in something that's bigger than you. Much bigger than you.
Yeah, you're very small.
You're very small, exactly, and it's an adventure. It's an adventure, actually.
Yeah, yes, and it's happiness to be part of this. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate so much you talking to us today. I really do, Pierre. It's been wonderful, and really enjoy coming up here into the vineyard and just to hear your thoughts. It's really enlightening, and I'm really grateful. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I can thank you also to be here,
Okay, thanks, mate.
to come to see me.